Think of any invention in today's world that is widespread that everyone feels they need to use to make their work and home life function more efficiently. The most common thing that is probably coming to your mind is your car or other modern transportation. Before these inventions, we had horses, sailboats, and could walk. With the combination of these techniques, we could get to another city 200 miles away in a few days, or go halfway across the world in a few months. With our more modern forms of transportation, it takes only a few hours to get to the next major city, and we can get halfway across the world in less than 24 hours. You can cite time saving and comfort as the benefits of these inventions. Flying first class to Sydney is likely more fun than how you would get there with the techniques used a few hundred years ago. Most of us know why and how we use today's widespread inventions and the value they offer us. If you talk to an SSRS expert, it's very clear to them exactly why companies really need this invention and how it saves time and adds business value. This first chapter will go into why SSRS is an important invention by showing how it improves the usage of information in your company. The rest of the book will show what SSRS is and how to use it. A friend of mine told me a story about doing database work in the 90s for a major company, and how he wished SSRS was available back then. The vice president of the marketing channel would often come to him just before an important meeting that he had with the board of directors. He often needed to show how certain product sales were performing over time. All this information was in the databases, so it was my friend's job to get the information out and organized into a medium that the VP could use. This was usually Excel, and often the VP would have meetings all over the world. The solution was an Excel file attached to an email that could reach him no matter where he was in the world. This worked pretty well, but with some drawbacks. One time my friend sent the wrong file in the email. A few minutes later, he realized his mistake and sent another frantic email. This email was basically saying ignore the last email and use this one. Would the VP see the correct email in time for the meeting? Then there were monthly meetings where the VP needed the same report with the most recent data. Time was spent rerunning the queries and moving the data to Excel and uploading the charts. The VP did say that no one should call in sick on the first day of the month, or these reports will never get out. SSRS can solve this delivery and reuse problem very well. Before SSRS, there has always been a need for a company to benefit from the use of its own information. Excel spreadsheets have been a popular way to do this for a long time. With SSRS, you can still use this solution and gain many other options. Without SSRS, there are other solutions you can put together by combining the right skills, but it often takes more time. There was a solution to the frantic resent email problem. The VP learned how to retrieve files from a network share and just grab the latest file right before his meeting. There was an idea about creating an internal website to host these reports, but first we needed a budget to hire a web or SharePoint type of developer. From these previous examples, you can clearly see there has always been a need to get valuable information out of the data in your database. Necessity is the mother of invention, so there are constant breakthroughs in making this easier, faster, and even more impressive. SSRS is a big breakthrough in turning your data into valuable and welcomed information. If SSRS had been available back in the 90s, my friend could have created a solution that let the BP run the report anytime he wished. The report could have been published to the company intranet where the VP could run it from any of the offices he happened to be traveling to that month. There is a fair amount of work up front to develop and publish the report, but once that work is completed, the report can be reused as many times as needed. Not only could the report show the most recent data, the VP could choose to view previous months with just a few clicks. SSRS is user-friendly but can be configured to protect reports from being run by the wrong people. You may be wondering if SSRS reports contains only words and numbers, and you might still be dependent on Excel for charts. Luckily, SSRS has a rich set of visual components that add value by providing information with just a glance and making the reports look professional. Life with SSRS is so much better for my friend, and can be for you too. And that will do it for Chapter 1 on why SSRS. Our next item, Chapter 2.1, Meet SQL Server Reporting Services.